Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in. This morning I'm going to do a couple things quickly, um, and I will show you. I finished that one bed and I dug another one. I planted some black-eyed peas in the first one, and I'm going to plant, I haven't decided what I'm going to plant in the second one yet, but I'll show you kind of what it looks like if it hasn't been dug up, because my first one, raccoons came and dug it up. So if it hasn't been dug up, I'll show you the finished product of what the bed is supposed to look like. And also, apologize for not having a video last week. I was under the weather, so I didn't want to record. You can probably still hear that I'm not 100%, but I am on the mend. One thing I'm going to do is I have these old used bags of, they're just tea bags, and I've read that digging a hole and just burying them in the garden is good for the soil and for fertility and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that. And then I have some let me get them out real quick. I'm going to try these here lemon cucumbers. I'm going to try planting some of those along one of my trellises to see if I can get them to grow, because I just haven't been able to get the cucamelons to take. So I'll meet you out in the garden. Well, it has been dug up, of course. What's been happening, I've been trying to bury food underneath, like food scraps underneath, and the raccoons just come and dig it up looking for it. I don't know. I mean, I bury them fairly deep. I don't know why they keep doing it, but they'll do it for a few nights in a row. So I don't know. I'm just going to not plant anything in there right now and wait for them to get done. But this is the first one. It's not as doesn't look quite as good as I wanted it to because of the raccoons, but you can see all along in there the black-eyed peas that are, I mean, this is probably day 3 they've been in the ground, and they're already coming up. So I just have a bag of dried ones that I bought at the store for like $1.50, and I just took a small handful and sprinkled it on there, kind of patted them in the ground some, and that's what they do. So black-eyed peas are one of the easiest things to grow in Florida. So if you haven't, then I would suggest doing it. If for nothing else, you could do it as a cover crop for your like especially during the summer, because the black-eyed peas don't care about the heat. They'll go right through the summer heat, not even phased by it. So if you have an area of the garden that you're wanting to give it a rest and wanting to, add some nitrogen back into the soil, stuff like that, I highly recommend just going to the grocery store, getting a bag of black-eyed peas, and just, toss a whole bunch of them on the ground. You don't even really have to dig them in. You toss them out there, maybe pat them in some, maybe rake them in some. But they grow easily and quickly. So yeah, just just do that, and you will have. I mean, you can get a harvest off of them that way, and but you can get some black-eyed peas if you want, and it's also a way to add some nitrogen back into the soil. And yeah, so it's really, really, really easy, and it's not, like I said, it's not bothered by the summer heat. So I recommend doing that in the least. I think I just found a worm. In the least, do it for I did find a worm. There he is. Hope I didn't cut him in half. I wasn't trying to. If for nothing else, you can get some good nutrition back into the soil, some nitrogen fixing. These tea bags have been sitting way too long in my house. They're nasty now. But speaking of this worm, if I could get him off of my trowel here, he will like those tea bags. he would like to eat them, and the paper will just dissolve, so you don't have to worry about that. Stinking fire ant bed. I can't stand fire ants, man. I cannot stand them. So I put some there in between the blueberries because they, they always could use some nutrients, because they are a little bit of nutrient hogs. I'm gonna put some here. Just dripped on me. That's gross. This nasty, like slimy tea now. It's got mold and stuff all in it, or starting to grow in it. I do love anytime I dig out here and I find worms. That's always a good thing when you find earthworms in your garden. Come on now. There we go. So I'm just burying it. We will see if the raccoons come after this, which I don't understand why they would want to come eat tea bags, but with raccoons you just never know. I also planted some new cassava in here to get some crop, and to also it'll provide sort of a lower canopy layer. This type of cassava, I bought it from Cody Cove Farms, and that's in Babson Park, Florida. This kind of cassava, he claimed, is supposed to be, I don't remember the name of it, but it's supposed to be more potato-like. It's supposed to, like, the roots are supposed to have more of a potato texture and flavor, and so I figured, let's give that a shot. Cassava is really easy to grow in Florida, so why not give it a shot and see what happens, and try out this variety, see if it see if the roots are better, because a lot of times the problem with the cassava is it can be bitter, and you have to process this a certain way and all that stuff to get the bitterness out. And so I'm hoping that with these it will be not like that, and it will be better to eat. So we'll give it a shot. I'm sorry I'm showing you the grass here. Bear with me 1 second. Looks like I have a cranberry hibiscus. Looks like it's self-seeded, so it's coming up again. That's one of the good things about cranberry hibiscus, is it will do that. It will just continuously self-seed when the little flower pods drop off. The mulberry tree is doing pretty well. I'm going to put this over here by the Barbados cherry. Put this last one over here. But yeah, the cranberry hibiscus usually self-seeds, so hopefully I will get another cranberry hibiscus plant. I thought that I had completely lost it with the cold weather, because it looked like it had just turned into a stick, but lo and behold, it had self-seeded and I didn't notice it. So there we go, there's that. Now I'm going to come along over here, and I have blackberries over here, but they're not really, this one's coming back, but I think this one here is dead, honestly. But it's not brittle, it's still pliable, so I've been leaving it. But I'm going to come over here along this cattle panel here, and I'm going to plant some of these lemon cucumber, see if I can get that to grow. Now, I don't personally like cucumbers. My wife likes cucumbers. I don't personally like them a whole bunch, but I do love pickles. So my goal is always to get cucumbers so that I can make pickles. And I've never had lemon cucumbers before. Color of lemon with sweet flavor, unlike other cucumbers. Good for pickling. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to pause it just a second. But yeah, I'm wanting to try to get these things, say they're good for pickling. So, yeah, we're going to give it a shot and see what happens here. But, so I'm going to put these in, and that's going to be about it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will get another video of the the other garden bed once the raccoons are done having their little feast. So I will get that going, and I will I'll show you what that looks like. Obviously, I'll keep you up to speed with the black eyed peas and everything else going on, and any other garden beds that I'm going to be trying to dig. So thanks again for watching. I always appreciate it. Please give me a like and a subscribe. I do post videos on YouTube and Odyssey, but I prefer if people would hop over to Odyssey. I just like that platform better, and yeah, it's easy to set it up. It works like YouTube. So yeah, I always encourage that. But either way, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, let me know you're here, and I will see you all next week with another video. Take care.